I get my own cool Howard Shore music? Why don't I get my own theme?
Oh, hey man, have you seen the new Hobbit movie?
Get out of the way, halfling!
Oh. Hey, happy Life Day, man!
Idiot. What did he mean by life day? Never mind. It's probably nothing. Hello and welcome. As you can tell with the title, I'm the Obsessed Movie Man, O.M.M. And as you can tell, I'm back at this location for now. Well, what do we have here? Maybe later. So, I got back from a long journey. I went out to see Hobbit The Desolation of Smaug. And it was good. Yes, taking place after the first Hobbit movie, Desolation of Smaug picks up with the 13 dwarves, the Hobbit, and Gandalf trying to reach the Lonely Mountain and reclaim their kingdom from the dragon Smaug. Obstacles come though. Gandalf has to leave because he is still worried about the Necromancer, aka Sauron, and he leaves the rest of the company to go into the forest of Mirkwood, which is full of spiders and elves and actors trying to play elves, namely Orlando Bloom. And this one was a lot better. I remember I did say I liked the first one, but I do acknowledge there were some problems with it. It was long. The first one was very long, and I didn't mind it at all because I love this stuff. I can watch it for hours. But I think it's namely the Elrond's end scene when they're talking about the Necromancer in the first Hobbit movie. A lot of that could have been cut, and I could see when people were starting to drift off and could care less. So, this one though was, I'm not saying the other one wasn't fun, this one was a lot more fun, and it was well paced. Like, it kept a lot of the things from the book, but at the same time it went by a lot quicker. Like the Gollum scene in the first one dragged on, and I love Gollum, I love Andy Serkis, but that did drag on. But here things don't really drag on. We get to the Beorn, the bear guy. We get the spiders. We get to the Mirkwood elves. Like they pretty quickly escape. And okay, we did have some long moments like in Lake Town and with Smaug, but it wasn't that bad. First of all, I should point out, it's kind of interesting, this is a movie about, it's called The Hobbit, and it's not really about The Hobbit, or not really about Bilbo Baggins, it's about Thorin Oakenshield. But I understand that was basically the same thing in the book as well. And I think remember Richard Armitage, blah blah blah, you know I don't do names. He's really growing as an actor, and you can see already know what's going to happen to him. I read the book, so you can already see his character is developing, whether that's good or bad. It's actually kind of bad, but you can still see how his character is developing. There were actually a lot of nice use of crossfades that I noticed in this film, and I don't normally see. Like when they're going through Mirkwood, a lot of crossfades. The set designs of Mirkwood are just beautiful, beautifully disgusting, and it's just really impressive to look at. We also have the addition of Tariel, the new elf who was not in the book, who I believe is played by Evangeline Lilly. Someone correct me if I'm wrong. And dang, this is a cool character. This is like a real badass elf. this is sort of, I think, what they wanted Arwen to be, because in Two Towers, Arwen was supposed to be at the Battle of Helm's Deep. Like this, I feel like this is sort of how they wanted Arwen for that. But this is a really cool character. But I somewhat saw this coming and somewhat didn't. There's a love story. Really, a love story in The Hobbit. Not, I saw that coming. I thought it was gonna be between Orlando Bloom, Legolas, and Tauriel, but what I didn't expect was it to be a love triangle, which is even worse. And would this technically be interspecies? Because the love triangle is with Legolas, Tauriel, and I believe it's Keeley, the dwarf. So, again, read the book, so I know what the outcome's going to be. But it's just very bizarre. I technically think that's basically interspecies, and it's kind of creepy. There was one scene where she's trying to save him from dying, and Keeley is looking at her, and there's a heavenly glow behind her, and it's just so over the top, and I thought that was just kind of ridiculous. I love the design of Smaug, a lot different than how J.R.R. Tolkien depicted Smaug, and Benedict Cumberbatch did a badass job playing this dragon. I was pretty terrified, but my only question during it was like, why did Bilbo take off the ring? Because in the book, I know it's because the influence of the ring, but in the original Hobbit, he didn't know that, and Smaug sees Bilbo a number of times, and he doesn't bite him or I would have thought, seeing as Smaug sees him, fire to the little hobbit. But no. But we still have the nice little barrel rider kind of talk that Bilbo talks about, how he's the riddle maker, the barrel rider, whatever. I like the dwarves. They're also somewhat developing. Bomber had a pretty... I went to see this with some friends also. And there was one scene with Bomber where he's in the barrel and he takes out a legion of orcs. My friends just burst out laughing in the theater, and we started laughing just because of my friend's laughter. It was great. And that was just hysterical. And we have the little lake town scene, and I swear, oh my gosh, we have a worm tongue in this. How is there a worm, like worm tongue from Two Towers, where Charlie came, the little black cloak, black hair, kind of hunchback, bad teeth, kind of, yes sir, the Igor kind of, not Igor, because Igor's, whatever, the assistant kind of got, it looks like Wormtongue Jr. because there's the master of the lake town, basically the mayor, and he has this guy who looks like Wormtongue, only if Wormtongue had a hat on, and I don't remember if he was in the book or not. I remember there was one character in the book from Lake Town that didn't like the dwarves being there. It could have been him, I'm not sure, but whatever. We also have the character of Bard, who is the one who is destined to shoot down Smaug. By the way, this film ends completely differently than how I pictured it to have ended. And it's a nice end. It's a cool end. I had a few of the same problems. We had a lot more CGI orcs, and I really do miss I miss the regular makeup orcs, so that's kind of disappointing. But overall, I had a really good time watching this. It was well worth the wait, and this moved a lot. It moved a lot quicker, like I said. So it didn't feel like 3 hours. It was, but it didn't feel like 3 hours. And it was so fun. If you like the first one, you will love this one. Even if you're not a fan of this genre, I still actually recommend you go see it because it's loads of fun. You do see the dragon finally, and it's really cool to see a lot of the returning cast, like Ian McKellen coming back and everything like that. So, Desolation of Smaug, I approve it. And I award it 4.5 rings out of 5. Thanks, this is O.M.M. This was an O.M.M review by O.M.M. Yeah, this is O.M.M signing... Wait, Happy Life Day. Oh my god, I know what he meant by that. I'm getting out of here!